in this session, let us have a look at the term speed up. Let's see here. N is the number of tasks. In a conventional non-pipeline system, Tn is the clock cycle, and T1 is the time required to complete the n task in a non-pipeline system. So T1 will be equal to, you know that, n into Tn. N is the number of tasks, Tn is time required for one task. In a pipeline system with k stages, it will be equal to k plus n minus 1 into Tp. Tp is what? Tp, you know that, max segment delay, right? But in the practically, in regular pipeline system, in general pipeline system, generally the rule is Tp is equal to max segment delay plus max register delay. The max register delay will be added to max segment delay. But in order to simplify the things, we are just considering maximum segment delay in our case, that is equal to only one clock cycle. Okay, so finally speed up is a ratio of pipeline system and a non-pipeline system, which is equal to n into Tn divided by k plus n minus 1 into Tp, and n and k plus n minus 1 were getting cancelled. So we finally got Tn divided by Tp, and we got k because Tn is equal to KTP. So the maximum throughput, the maximum speed up that we can achieve in any pipeline is limited or thresholded at k. So the maximum gain of the speed we can get from any pipeline is equal to k. Let us take an example. In this example, there are 4 stages, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here it is given that Tp is equal to 20 nanoseconds, meaning in each stage, it requires 20 nanoseconds. So Tp is equal to 20. What is Tp? Tp is max stage delay. So for this pipeline system, Tp is equal to 20. One time unit is equal to 20. That means that one clock cycle in this pipeline system will be equal to 20, because pipeline will get clocked at 20 nanoseconds. 20 nanoseconds is the minimum time unit. Okay, so one clock cycle is equal to 1 Tp, which is equal to 20 nanoseconds. I will tell you one more example. I'll give you one more example. Okay, in the previous case, one clock cycle is equal to 20 nanoseconds, which is equal to 1 Tp. In this case, let us say each and every segment takes different delays. That is, the first one is 20, second one is 15, and the third one is 35, and the fourth one is 10. Here, Tp is equal to 35 nanoseconds, right? So here in this pipeline system, one clock cycle is equal to, that is, one Tp is equal to 35 nanoseconds. That is, in the pipeline system, one clock cycle is equal to Tp. What is Tp? Tp is max segment delay. If you do have register delays also, then you need to add max register delay to this Tp. Okay, fine. Now in our case, the Tp is equal to 20 nanoseconds. Total number of tasks are equal to 100. So at that time, in a pipeline system, k plus n minus 1 into Tp will be k is equal to 4, n minus 1 is equal to 99, Tp is equal to 20 nanoseconds. Okay, in a pipeline system, when you apply this rule, with Tp is equal to 20 nanoseconds, with number of tasks are equal to 100, 100 plus 4 minus 1, that is equal to 103. 103 into Tp. Tp is equal to 20 nanoseconds. So total is equal to 2060. In non-pipeline system, you know the relationship between Tn and Tp. What is Tn? Tn is equal to k into Tp, because a non-pipeline system is a blend of all the segments in the pipeline. So the total number of segments in the pipeline is equal to 4. So 4 into 20 is equal to, in a non-pipeline system, it will take 80 nanoseconds, because all will get clubbed and embedded in a non-pipeline system. That's it. So non-pipeline system, one task is equal to 80 nanoseconds, which means that n into Tn is equal to 100 into 80, that is equal to 8000 nanoseconds. The speed up will be equal to 8000 divided by 2060, that is equal to 3.88 nanoseconds. Okay, so a 4-stage pipeline is basically identical to the system with the 4 identical functional units, the multiple functional units. This here, our functional units has been divided into 4 segments. Our functional unit has been divided into 4 segments. He's talking about a functional unit. Each is treating that each segment as a functional unit. Okay.